It's the 2K Sports pregame show.
Good evening, sports fans. This is 2K Sports. Ernie Johnson, Shaquille O'Neal, Kenny Smith. And tonight it'll be Seattle going up against the Bulls. For Chicago, more than solid play for them of late. 7 wins in their last 10 outings, making their mark and playing well.
2K Sports welcomes you to the following presentation of the NBA.
It's a West versus East contest here in the windy city of Chicago, Illinois, as the Bulls play one at home. Hello and thanks for joining us on Noche la NBA, the NBA's celebration of Latin heritage, both among its players and fans. This is Kevin Harlan alongside Clark Kellogg and Greg Anthony. DA will join us tonight on the sideline. Taking a look at Seattle, they are 4 games off the lead, definitely in the playoff picture.
And I think for Seattle, they're a team that a lot of people called for to kind of go wire to wire in terms of being in first place. That's not possible anymore, but clearly this is an elite team.
Without question. I mean, their expectations may have been a little outsized. This is a terrific team, and even that doesn't mean you'll win every game.
Let's check out Seattle's starting lineup. Jordan is out there with Turner. Then there's Tobias Harris, and it's LeBron James, and it's Beasley in at the small forward position. Now here's Irving, and the first shot of the night for him, no good. And Miles Turner, obviously one of the strongest shot blockers, Clark, in the NBA, in large part to his length.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, the timing too, Kevin, is a big asset in blocking shots. I think he's already a strong defender, and he's only going to get better as he gets more experience and strength.
Here's Irving, following the basket by DeAndre Jordan. Pass to Winslow. Irving against James. 6 on the shot clock. Winslow kicks to Ibaka. From outside, off the mark. The pass to James. Battles through traffic and lays it in.
Man, you got to respect and appreciate how polished LeBron is inside. I mean, he really excels at creating opportunities for himself close to the rim.
Now, here is Irving. And he can be counted on to put some points on the board every night. He's averaging right around 13.5 points a game. Healed with the bucket. Just about 2 minutes into the game, first quarter of basketball. James kicks to Beasley. In the corner, it's Harris. James against Irving. LeBron drives in. A second chance effort, and that's 2 points on the layup.
Could easily have been an and one there. James converting through the contact.
Chicago trailing here. And here in the first, approaching 3 minutes played. Irving kicks to Winslow. Passes it to Vucevic. Irving against LeBron. Over James. It's Chicago with another bucket.
And the mid-range shot of Irving is impressive. He has wonderful form with that shot.
Irving against LeBron. 13 feet away. And the bank shot is good. James has got 6. 54 seconds left to play in the first quarter. Irving surveying the floor. And it's Seattle with the rebound and going against Chicago, their first meeting of the season.
Yeah, an interconference matchup, and these are 2 teams at different ends of the spectrum as far as the talent is concerned.
Well, you know, they swept the season series a year ago. The expectation is they'll do the same thing again this time around.
It's 9 seconds separating the shot clock and game clock. Healed left side. Good, and the assist goes to Irving. And that's now 6 points for Buddy Hield.
And Irving is comfortable running the offense. When a teammate's open, he's quick to whip it around and get him a good look.
Harris against Hield. Pass to James. Over Irving. Can't connect from 13 feet out.
Very dangerous to leave a guy like that open. Lucky break there for the D.
At the end of one, a closely contested game so far. And buenas noches, basketball fans. It's Latin night here on 2K Sports. And you might have noticed the custom jerseys worn by the players. And let's quickly break down the game we've seen from Seattle. Guys?
Listen, early on taking the league, I just like their approach offensively.
Yeah, I like it too. They're doing a great job working the ball around, staying aggressive, and capitalizing too.
Baca is out there with Justice Winslow. Then it's Kyrie Irving, and it's Vucevic, and it's Hield in at the 2 spot. That's the Bulls 5 as we get into the second quarter. Well, for those teams already expected Clark to go deep into the playoffs on this time of year, how easy do you think it is to just go through the motions and maybe not tighten the screws as much as you should?
Yeah, you know, Kevin, I never had the experience of being a player on a playoff team, but I did broadcast a number of the outstanding Pacers teams, and it is tough in the long haul of the season for teams that are fighting for potential championship to stay engaged fully during the regular season. There is a period, and I think most really good teams will admit it, that they aren't as focused because they're excited for the playoffs to start, and they just have to work themselves through those dog days of the regular season.
And it's LeBron missing. Bulls trail by 3. Outside Irving. Winslow wide open. He fires. Yes, and it's Irving picking up the assist. Irving's got 4 assists now tonight. Beasley against Winslow. Ball's knocked loose. Pops it up for Jordan. Hield against Harris. Irving finds Winslow. And that won't go, missing the go-ahead bucket. So the Bulls, their last game, a win against the Clippers. Beasley, the pass to James. Beasley trying to break free. LeBron with the bucket. James has got 4 this quarter.
Well, that's one way he can finish, but far from the only way he gets it done. He's got all kinds of tricks up his sleeve.
Here's Irving. Finds the bottom of the bucket from 13 feet out.
Boy, I tell you, I don't know if there's anybody better than Kyrie Irving close to the basket. He has a great feel for how to score inside.
Harris dishes to Beasley. Shot clock at 6. Seattle needs to get off a shot. And here's Harris from the arc. Rebounded by Serge Ibaka. For Chicago, they've gone 3 of 4 from the floor here in the second quarter. Hield can't hit.
And, you know, where was the defense there, Kevin? I mean, even though he missed it, that was not a good effort. Pitiful.
And it's blocked by Ibaka.
Just insane length and leaping ability. Ibaka can reject shots from anywhere on the floor.
Second quarter of play with almost 3 minutes gone. Elbow shot, and James gets it to go. James has got 12 in the game.
Boy, he's dangerous right now. He feels like he's making every shot he puts up.
Irving kicks to Hield. Pass to Winslow. To the middle. Here's Vucevic. And they call the foul, so a chance at the line for one more coming up.
And good passing, setting up a lot of these buckets right now, Kevin. That's been the key.
Dime-dropping delights is what I call it.
Yeah, that's a nice pass. I will give you that one.
Yep, he was on the money, that's no doubt. Now here's Jordan. He's coming off a 10-point game against the Knicks in New York. Off the mark, his first miss of the game, 1 for 2. Moving it up, trying to get open is Irving. And Hield with the basket on the assist by Irving. Irving's got assist number 5 here tonight. Seattle trails by 3.
And 2 for 1. That's what they'd like to get right now.
That would be ideal, and that's exactly what they'll try to do. They don't need to rush it, just need to get a quality shot, and quickly.
And here's Harris from the arc. Offensive rebound. Back to LeBron. It's Beasley on the wing. Five to shoot. And it comes off the front of the rim. Winslow kicks to Irving. And it's LeBron James with the rebound. On the wing, Harris. Overhealed. So that'll be it for the first half. Fairly. All right, David, thank you. And stay with us, folks. We'll be back just after halftime.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
And we hope you enjoyed it was a closely contested first quarter for Chicago. They kept at it on both ends of the floor, and at the end of the period, they had a slight deficit of 3 points. They look like a more focused team in the second quarter, and what was an early deficit for them has turned. And that'll.
Welcome back to the hustle and bustle of Chicago, a time-lapse view of all the traffic heading toward downtown. And if you're just joining us, we've played through the first half in a game that's been fairly even so far. What can you say? LeBron James, what an impressive effort today.
And through the first two periods, it seemed he got to the paint whenever he wanted to, just a slasher's mentality.
Yeah, you know, good things happen when he cuts to the rim, Greg, and you cut into the heart of the defense like that, makes things easy.
On the court for Seattle, they've got LeBron James. Beasley is out there with Turner. Then there's Harris. And it's Jordan in at the 5, roaming the paint. Now, here is Irving. Over LeBron. And that one's good, Irving. Irving's got 6.
It sure was textbook, and Irving is fantastic in the screen roll. A solid decision maker in these sets, and he also can put it in the basket himself if he needs to.
Here's Beasley. He's usually able to provide some lift to his team, averaging 6 points a game. Hield finds Ibaka. Some nice ball movement by the Bulls. Hield against Harris. Hield left side. Over Harris. Chicago working now with a new shot clock. And yes, it's good.
And defensively, this is the opposite of how you want to start the second half.
Yeah, just a real lack of aggressiveness there right now. I mean, can't give up these types of layups to begin the quarter, Greg. I mean, that's a no-no.
Here's Harris, following the score by Serge Ibaka. The kick out to LeBron. Oh, and they get in the way of the alley-oop. Not to be. Good play defensively. Back to Irving. Uses the glass to finish the layup. And now it's an 8-point Bulls lead. Lots of physical play, Clark, during your time in the NBA. That's been toned down to a degree. Do you miss it being a bigger part of the game now?
You know what? I think it's still a very physical game. The rules have changed. The way the game is officiated has certainly changed. Some of the tough fouls that you saw in decades past don't exist as much. But I still think the game is extremely physical. So I'm glad to see us move in the direction of toning that down a bit. There's enough physicality in the game.
I mean, even from over here, you can see that one pretty clearly.
No question about it, Greg. I mean, a ton of contact and a good call by the officials.
And that's the norm for him. He's pretty much automatic when he's at the line.
And the first time out of the game called for Seattle.
And not surprising, obviously unhappy with the lack of response from his team.
Can't blame him. I mean, the effort hasn't been there. Just has not been there. Hopefully, he can get the fire lit.
Seattle trails by 10. Beasley, the pass to Harris. He kicks to James. Will it go? And Winslow pulls it down. The Bulls leading by 10. To the inside. Ibaka converts on the jumper for the easy 2. Ibaka's got his second basket of the night.
They're finding lanes to the hoop now with consistency. 5 buckets in a row from the paint.
And on the flip side, Greg, the defenders have to show more fight on the interior. They've got to offer more resistance here.
And a chance now to take a look at the schedule for the Chicago Bulls. On Friday, they'll be matching up with Nikola Jokic and the Brooklyn Nets. Then on Sunday, they'll take on John Wall and the New Orleans Pelicans.
You know, most teams might get worried at a long road schedule like this one, but they've been so good away from home. I think they might be looking forward to it. You have to respect what this team can do when they're in your building.
Hield kicks to Irving. Lets it go with a three. Winslow's shot is off. And so James will bring it up for Seattle. Down by 12. And that one drops for him.
And with that basket, he's able to end a 10-0 run by the Bulls.
James against Irving. Over LeBron. They grab their own miss. Seattle trails by 10. To the paint. Stolen by Winslow. And the pass to Irving. He drains the quick shot. Irving's got 12 points in the game.
And he's shaking off that slow start, giving them a boost here in the second.
Shot clock and game clock separated by less than 6 seconds. Beasley with a clean look. Rebound by the Bulls. Vucevic has got his 4th rebound in this one. Irving with the ball. He's got 12. Hield right side. Over Harris. No good with the wing jumper. And so it's Chicago. Here now a chance to show you our assist of the game. And it's presented as always by State Farm.
And he sliced the D wide open with this feed. They had no chance to prevent that basket.
Yeah, that's just a brilliant read of the defense. I mean, it was also excellent anticipation of the movement of his teammates before the pass. Just great harmony on all sides.
And we reach the 4th quarter in a game that may be already out of hand. Our 4th quarter action underway, presented by Gatorade. All fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset the lineups. So the Bulls 5 right now. We've got Justice Winslow. Buddy Hield is out there with Kyrie Irving. And it's Ibaka, and it's Vucevic in at the 5. Now here's Winslow. Pulls up on the elbow, and he gets that one to go off the front iron. 14 points for Kyrie Irving.
Boy, he's having a great half here. Exactly the opposite of the first.
James dishes to Harris. Can't hit that one. Good D by Hield. There's Winslow trying to get open is Irving. And it's Winslow that time on the assist by Irving.
Yeah, the chemistry has been terrific. Really impressed with their offensive execution.
You know, the defense, Greg, has really been kept off balance because of the outstanding passes. 4 straight field goals have been made off an assist.
Seattle calls timeout. When it comes to initiating this play, Clark, for your money, who are the perimeter pick-and-roll ball handlers right now in the game?
Well, the guys that come to mind for me, Chris Paul is fantastic in the pick-and-roll. Damian Lillard is outstanding. James Harden. And I think Victor Oladipo is getting better. I mean, he's so good at finding seams and using his athleticism to get to the bucket, and he's really grown as a finisher. Kyrie Irving is just a terrific one-on-one player. Sometimes he doesn't even need the screen guy. He's so good with the ball. And obviously Steph Curry is in that category too.
Just increasing their advantage, and right now they're in a zone on both ends.
Yeah, you know, it's got to be terribly deflating for the opposition. Boy, they look helpless, really getting beat up physically and emotionally.
Here's Harris. Following the score by Serge Ibaka. 6 on the shot clock. James in the post. Covered by Irving. James, no good. 1:53 left in the game. Winslow finds Irving. And James pulls it down. LeBron's got 5 rebounds tonight. Over Irving. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here. It's going to be on Kyrie Irving.
And really, even at this stage of his career, James just seems ageless. He continues to dominate night in and night out.
The Bulls leading by 16. Outside Irving. Kicks to Hield. Back to Irving. And some nice ball movement here by Chicago. 5 on the clock. There's Winslow. Misses off the left iron. Seattle trails by 16.
And guys, what we saw here tonight is one side having everything going for them. Huge margin of victory for Chicago.
Their superior ball handling won it for them.
And fewer turnovers equals greater scoring opportunities. Any coach will tell you that. If you take care of the ball every possession, and this is a perfect example of what happens when you do.
And this will be a big win for them. Lucky win number 13 now in the bag. And you know, looking back at all the contributions tonight, it was a really phenomenal all-around game for Kyrie Irving.
And the ball movement, exquisite, incredible. I mean, dime dropping all over the place all game long.
Here's Irving. Following the basket by LeBron James. Irving kicks to Hield, over Harris, and right on through for another basket. He's got 5 made on 5 of 9 shooting.
And giving the fans what they came to see, a spirited performance.
Well, they've got to be pleased with the effort they've seen so far tonight. Everybody pitching in for what looks to be a solid W.
Irving passes to Winslow. On the wing, Hield. From 13, and he hits the jump shot.
And leaving nothing to chance here on this game-clinching run.
Exactly. Cold-blooded. Separation solidified. Great effort.
Basket is good. He'll get a chance for one more at the line.
And LeBron's first step at that size, the best I've ever seen.
Five seconds left in the fourth quarter of this one. And so Chicago takes this one, and by a big margin, even early on. Thank you, David. Great interview once again. And that'll do it.